Hello guys, this is my new video of C++ tutorial, and in this video lecture we will talk about data types. Data types in C++. As the name is suggesting data type means uh, which will represent the type of data. The data is of what type? Type means it may be of numbers like I am writing here like 33. Okay, I have write 33 here, you can see. So 33 is what? 33 is a data. Okay, or if I write AKASH Akash, so Akash is what? Akash is also a data. Okay, and if I write Abhinav Abhinav uh, if I write Abhinav 123. Okay, Abhinav 123. So Abhinav 1 2 2 3 here is also data. It is a combination of two types of data. You can see Abhinav is a combination of characters, and 1 2 3 is a 1 2 3 1 2 2 3 is a number. So data are of many types. Or if I write 34.75, this is also a data which is in decimal form. So to represent these different types of data in C++, we have data types. So let's start. In C++, there are mainly three types of data types, and the first one is integer type. So to represent the integer type of data, we use int keyword. The keyword is int. This is what keyword int. I will make a complete video on keywords where you will get the meaning of keywords. What is keywords? Here you can see int. So int is a keyword, and it will represent the integer type of data. Integer type of data means it will represent the numbers like 1 0 2 5 6, anything 1 2 3 4 5 6 564 123 59 and 64, like that. It will represent these types of data which are in numbers. So int a, I write int a here. What is this? Int a. Here int is a data type which represent the integer numbers. Okay, it will represent integer numbers. And what is this a here? This a is a variable. Friends, what is this? This is a variable. I will make a complete video in my upcoming 1 to 2 videos where you will completely know about what are variables. So here just know variables are the are stores some data. Okay, so the data stored by this a is represented by what? This keyword, and this keyword is int. If it is int before this a, so it means it will store a integer type of data. Okay, this a will store a integer type of data. So what will it store? Like a equal to, we can write 34. This is what? This is legal. If I write uh, a equal to what? 56, this is also legal. But if I write a equal to, suppose what? Dev. If I write a equal to Dev, then this is not legal, because Dev is different. It is a symbol. It is a combination of characters. But we had make this a type of variable to store only integer type of data. Okay, so we can only store integer type of data in this a. So we can write a equal to 45. Okay, and if we write cout and print a, so it will print the value of a in console screen. So let's execute the program by clicking on this. It will compile and execute. Here you can see it here. See here, see here 45. Okay, so the program is right. A stores 45 in it, and we printed it here. Okay, what is this line printing? Make comments. So this will print value in variable a, value in a. Okay, it will print this. So this is integer type of data type. Now the second type of data type is floating point numbers, means the decimal numbers which are in form of point, like 45.34. This is a decimal number. 3.567. This is a decimal number. So to represent decimal type numbers or floating point, these are called floating point numbers, we have a keyword known as float. F-L-O-A-T, float. So float is a keyword, and this is a data type in C++ to represent the floating point numbers. So if we write float a, we have make a variable a here, which will store what? This will store data of floating point type, float type. Okay, so what will it store? A equal to, we can write here 3.4. okay, we can write a equal to what? A equal to, we can write 34.67. we can write like this, but we cannot write here a equal to like that. We cannot do it because it is meant to store the floating point numbers. It will always store only floating point numbers. Okay, so if we write 30, suppose we write 67.23, and if we will print it, see out what a, and if we will execute the program, so let's see what will be output. 67.23, you can see here 67.23. okay, so our program is right. So you can see that what floating point numbers or float type of data, this data type stores only decimal numbers or floating point numbers. Okay, so guys, as we discussed about integer type and floating point type of data, now we have the last one, and the third type of data type is character type. CHAR, character, keyword used to store the characters in C++. So if we write character and make a variable, suppose a, and so what we can store in it? We can store any character, any single character, within single quotes. We have to use single quote, and inside it what will be write? We will write, suppose percentile. This is a symbol of percentile, you can see. Okay, you can see that this is percentile, and we want this to store in this a because this is a character. And so to print this percentile sign, just write cout and print a. So let's see what will be the output. Let's see the output. You can see here percentile. So we can use here, if you wanna store something like if you wanna store ampersand here, you can store ampersand, like if we execute the program, just see ampersand here. And if I wanna store here what? I wanna store here D. Okay, D in single quotes. Always remember, characters, single character is stored within single quotes. This is a variable, it will store a single character in it because the type of data is character, you can see. So we can store D because D is a character. So let's execute the program. So you can see that D. Okay, now I'm gonna making I am gonna use all the three data types here. So like int a equal to 5, sorry, float float, float b equal to 45.67, okay, and character c equal to what, h, okay. Now I wanna print all of them. Cout a, okay, cout a, I am printing all of them in this single line. See how I'm doing it. Cout a, handle, handle, then b, yeah, handle, c, okay, like that. So and handle, right, handle, okay, friend c. I have write cout a, it will print the value inside the variable a. So what is within a? This is 5. And what will this handle do? This handle will do, this will move the cursor to the next line. Means like that. If I hit enter, I am in next line. So this will do like that. Now a, after that new line, it will be the value of b, that is what, 45.67, and after that it will be c, that is h. So let's execute it and see the output. You can see 5, then 45.67, then h. A contain 5, b contain 45.67, c contain h. So this is enough for today, and we will meet in next video. Thank you and have a nice day.